When our guests enter in Arbuda, it's my kind request to all the students to give a huge round of applause at that moment, and you stand and give welcome to your guest. A very cheerful good morning, all of you. I am pleased to announce the arrival of our chief guest of the occasion, guest of honor, keynote speaker, and our special invitees. I am pleased to announce the arrival of our guest, chief guest, guest of honor, special invitees. Welcome. A very good morning to all the respected dignitaries, honorable guest, chief guest of the occasion, guest of honor, Dr. Jagdish Bansal, special invitees, and my dear participants. Thank you, students. With great joy and immense exultation, I, Dr. Ritu Saryan, feel extremely privileged to extend my warm welcome to all of you for the amazing inaugural ceremony of ICIMMI 2022. What sets Poornima apart from other colleges in Jaipur is its commitment to high quality, industry-recognized delivery of education, ensuring not only technical domain but cultural and social enrichment of its students. PIT family ranks the list of the best institute in the state. Poornima brand symbolizes excellence through initiative, reliability, transparency, and professionalism of the highest order. Poornima instills faith and confidence among all the concerned industries around the world. The footprint of our alumni trace nook and corner of the world. PIT family welcomes everyone. कोटि कोटि नमन सभी को, सुस्वागतम बारंबार, सत श्री अकाल सलाम नमस्ते, करता है PIT परिवार. Welcome you, sir. We pray to Lord Ganesha that he makes this 4th International Conference, ICIMMI 2022, successful and bless us all. We request him to grace us so that this event completes without any obstacle. Now, allow me to welcome Ms. Riya and Anushka for Ganesh Vandana. Let's take this moment and pray to Lord Ganesha to give us the strength to learn as much as we want and to bless us with his feelings, with his blessings. We pray that the Almighty will always shower his blessing on all of us. So please allow us to call Ms. Riya and Anushka for Ganesh Vandana. What a mesmerizing feeling and love for us. Ganesh Vandana. Thank you, Riya and Anushka. It is our proud privilege to welcome you all here at this auspicious occasion. It is indeed a great honor that we have a galaxy of renowned personality gracing the occasion today. Honorable, well-acclaimed, respected chief guest of the occasion, Professor Brij B. Gupta, Director, International Center for AI and Cyber Security, Research and Innovation, and Professor of Department of Computer Science and Information Engineering, Asia University, Taiwan. Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal, Associate Professor, South Asian University, New Delhi, India. Well-acclaimed, respected guest, online Dr. Dharam Singh Jat, Professor and UNESCO Chair Holder, Secure on High Performance Computing for Higher Education and Research, Nimbabia University of Science and Technology. Benevolent Dr. Pooja Jain from IIIT Nagpur. Honorable Dr. Tapan Jain from IIIT Nagpur. A man of discipline, Poornima Group Director, Architect Rahul Singhi. Respected poet of this college, Conference Chair, Professor Dr. Dinesh Goyal, Principal and Director, Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology. A man of norms, Conference Coordinator, Dr. Gautam Singh, Registrar, PIT, Reverend Conference Co-Chair, Professor Deepak Mode, HOD, Computer Science and Engineering, PIT. Hardworking Dr. Anil Kumar, HOD, AI and DS, Organizing Chair, ICIMMI 2022. Respected HODs, Reverend Associate Professors, Professors, participants, and my dear students, all special session experts online, offline, all treasured invitees. How lovely is this day, and so does the ambience and aura surrounding it. Soon the colors of this 4th International Conference on Information Management and Machine Intelligence, ICIMMI 2022, will unfold and will transport us to another world. Welcome to you all. I reckon it my proud privilege to extend a hearty welcome to all respected guests of the occasion, my dear faculty members, my dear friends, and my dear loving students. Welcome you all with a huge round of applause. पीआईटी का अतीत सुनहरा गौरवमयी वर्तमान है। यहाँ पर कर्म ही दीन है, कर्म ही ईमान है। ICIMMI 2022 इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के इनॉग्रल डे पर स्वागत सभी का। करते हैं हम यही शुभकामना, सुख समृद्धि चूमे चरण तुम्हारे, सफलताओं से हो रोज सामना। पीआईटी का अतीत सुनहरा गौरवमयी वर्तमान है। करते हैं यही शुभकामना, सुख समृद्धि चूमे चरण तुम्हारे, सफलताओं से हो रोज सामना। वेलकम यू ऑल। Now we take the opportunity to request our respected dignitaries to grace the dais. I request Honorable, well-acclaimed, respected Chief Guest of the occasion, Professor Brij B. Gupta, Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal, Professor Dr. Dinesh Goyal, Principal and Director, PIT, Professor Dr. Gautam Singh, Registrar, PIT, Professor Deepak Mode, HOD, CS, Computer Science and Engineering, Professor Dr. Anil Kumar, HOD AIDS, Organizing Chair of ICIMMI 2022. Please grace the dais, sir. Welcome you, sir. We all are joined together as a family to reveal another milestone of our accomplishment in the history of one of the leading groups of colleges of Jaipur, that is our Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology. We are here to inaugurate the 4th International Conference on Information Management and Machine Intelligence, ICIMMI 2022, to be conducted from today, 23rd December to 24th December 2022, under the kind collaboration of ACM International Conference Proceedings Series and Taru Publication Taylor and Francis Group. ICIMMI 2022 will show the trends deployed to developing intelligence in all the domains of information management. The current scenario of IT has taken over the complete technology market in all disciplines of engineering. In this conference, we wish to obtain academic and research contributors of all the experts working in the domain of providing intelligence of their to their machines and systems. And the objective of ICIMMI 2022 is to provide opportunities to researchers, academicians, industry persons, and students to express and communicate data, skill, and proficiency in the recent development and strategies in the respect to the information management and machine learning. ऊर्जा का हमारे जीवन में अतिशय महत्व है. हमने अपने अंदर के अंधकार को मिटाने के लिए आराधना एवं अर्चना को प्रबल लक्ष्य और साक्ष्य के रूप में स्वीकार करते हैं. Light symbolizes knowledge, while darkness represents ignorance. Knowledge removes ignorance, just a light removes darkness. Furthermore, knowledge is a lasting inner wealth by which all outer achievements can be accomplished. Hence, we light the lamp in reverence to knowledge as the greatest of all forms of wealth. It is a part of our great Indian tradition that every new beginning in the name of God, so that Almighty shower His blessing on all of us. Goddesses Saraswati endows us with the power of speech, wisdom, and learning. She represents the free flow of wisdom and consciousness. So let us commence the ICIMMI 2022 by lighting the lamp of knowledge amidst the pious chants of Saraswati Vandana. I cordially invite Honorable Chief Guest of the occasion, Guest of Honor, Director Sir, Poornima Institute of Engineering Technology, Gautam Sir, Anil Sir, Deepak Mose Sir, Pooja Ma'am. I request Dr. Pooja Jain, IIIT Nagpur. I request Dr. Tapan Jain, IIIT Nagpur. To come forward and invoke blessings from Goddesses Saraswati by lighting the lamp of knowledge. I request everybody to please stand up and glorify this ritual.
Deva
this ritual that is truly depicting our culture. Music soothes our soul. It has a peaceful effect. Yes, dear students, have you observed? It has a peaceful effect. You must have felt it right now. Love, respect, purity, innocence, spirituality, happiness, grace, and admiration are signified by flowers. A flower is the most beautiful expression on the earth to show respect and love. And not only we Indians, but also the people around the world believes that offering flowers as a gift is the most graceful and admiring act. With these beautiful thoughts, let us begin the colorful bouquet presentation. I would like to request the Director, Sir, of Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Dinesh Goyal, Sir, to please present the bouquet to our Honorable Chief Guest of the occasion, Professor Brij B. Gupta. अब मैं रजिस्ट्रार सर डॉक्टर गौतम सिंह जी से अनुरोध करती हूं कि वो आज के कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर ब्रिज बी गुप्ता जी को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट कर सम्मानित करें. Now I would like to request a respected sculptor of human character, Dr. Anil Kumar, HOD AIDS, to present the traditional shawl as a token of gratitude to Professor Brij B. Gupta, chief guest of the occasion. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Professor Deepak Mode, HOD Computer Science and Engineering Department, PIT, to present the bouquet to our respected guest of honor of the occasion, Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal, Associate Professor, South Asian University, New Delhi. Professor Deepak Mode. थैंक यू सर. अब मैं एचओडी विभाग प्रथम वर्ष डॉक्टर समा जैन महोदय से अनुरोध करती हूं कि वे आज के कार्यक्रम के सम्माननीय अतिथि डॉक्टर जगदीश चंद बंसल जी को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट कर सम्मानित करें. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to request respected Udit Mamodia, HOD Idea Lab, to present the traditional shawl as a token of gratitude to Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal, guest of honor of the occasion. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We enjoy this lovely moment. PIT यदि एक शरीर है तो उसकी आत्मा है कर्म. कर्म के प्रति 100% समर्पण PIT की अमिट परंपरा है. नर हो न निराश करो मन को, कुछ काम करो, कुछ काम करो, जग में रहकर कुछ नाम करो. यह जन्म हुआ इस अर्थ अहो, समझो जिसमें यह व्यर्थ न हो. कुछ तो उपयुक्त करो तन को, नर हो न निराश करो मन को. इन पंक्तियों के साथ मैं सम्मेलन सह अध्यक्ष प्रोफेसर दीपक मोद, कर्मनिष्ठ विभागाध्यक्ष कंप्यूटर साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग विभाग से स्वागत भाषण प्रस्तुत करने के लिए अनुरोध करती हूं कि आप अपने आशीष वचनों से हमें संचित करें. प्रोफेसर दीपक मोद.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Honorable Chief Guest of very program, Professor Brij Bhushan Gupta, Director, International Center for AI and Cyber Security Research and Innovation, and Professor of Department of Science and Information Engineering, Asia University, Taiwan. Guest of honor of this program, Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bansal, Associate Professor, South Asian University, New Delhi, India. In absentia, Dr. Dharam Singh Jat, Professor and UNESCO Chairholder, Secure on High Performance Computing for Higher Education and Research, Namibia University of Science and Technology. In absentia, Architect Rahul Singhi Sir, Director, Poornima Foundation. Dr. Dinesh Goyal, Director and Principal, Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology. Dr. Gautam Singh, Registrar, Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology. My colleague, Head of the Department, Dr. Anil Kumar, Head of the Department of AI and DS. Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology, I welcome all the participants of ICIMMI 2022, and I would commence this conference. This conference has started not this year only, this has started in year 2019. So this is the fourth conference in series. This conference is being hosted by Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology, Rajasthan, which is affiliated to Rajasthan Technical University and approved by AICTE India. I am very happy to announce that the institute in which you are sitting right now has been ranked third by RTU QIV in all engineering colleges of Rajasthan. There are a lot of notable achievements of Poornima Institute of Engineering Technology. I would like to highlight few achievements here. PIT has been first institute to offer BTech CSE in regional language under NEP 2020. PIT is accredited by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC. All eligible programs of these institutes are NB accredited. PIT has been rated platinum by AICTE CIE survey for strong industry-linked technical institutes. PIT is the only institute in Rajasthan to be funded by 55 lakh rupees for establishing Idea Lab, and this is very much alive now and kicking also. So you can go and visit Idea Lab in the institute. PIT has also established Deep Learning and Neural Network Lab, which has been sponsored by AICTE Modrov of worth cost 12 lakh rupees. This is also alive, 24/7 available. You can access GPU from your home to conduct experiments on machine learning and deep learning. It is the only institute in Rajasthan which is providing this opportunity. PIT has also received lot of research grants in last 3 years. More than 50 lakh rupees grant has been given by various agencies of India and Rajasthan to conduct faculty development program, to conduct research-oriented programs, and to conduct such conferences also. As I mentioned, that this is not the first of its kind. This is the fourth conference in the series named with ICIMMI. It has started in year 2019 with the objective to provide a platform to discuss the opportunities, challenges, and solutions in information management and innovation in machine intelligence. This very conference is going to witness in next 2 days 5 keynote addresses. There will be 8 technical sessions will be conducted in hybrid mode. Few will be in online mode, few will be in offline mode. So at the last, I welcome all young and energetic authors of ICIMMI 2022 to put forward their research and to discuss the innovation in information technology and machine intelligence. So I would like to conclude my speech with the poem of Dushyant Kumar, because you might have seen that we are doing a lot of things. Many students are coming, attending this session. We are making a lot of efforts to bring people here, bring authors, papers. So you could say, क्या हंगामा मचा रखा है? So on this, I would like to state, सिर्फ हंगामा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं, मेरी कोशिश है कि ये सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. मेरे सीने में नहीं तो तेरे सीने में ही सही, हो कहीं भी आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए. So जय पूर्णिमा संस्थान, जय हिंद. Thank you very much.
Dhanyavad, sir, for these beautiful lines. Sir has mentioned, we are like tea bags, we don't know our own strength till we are in hot water. And PIT believes that we have to work and achieve more. PIT has grown in leaps and bounds under the directorship, leadership of Professor Dr. Dinesh Goyal. Being a director, his unparalleled contribution is remarkable. Now I would like to request the conference chair, ICIMMI 2022, Dr. Dinesh Goyal, Principal Director, Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology, to present the conference report.
Good morning to all of us here. First of all, before answering address, I'd like to thank all the guests who have joined us, starting with Dr. B.B. Gupta, my friend who has traveled all the way from Taiwan to join us here. He is professor there at Asia University, and he will be, we wish his association will help this institute to further grow in research and innovation. I thank Dr. J.C. Bansal sir for joining on a kind request. Unfortunately, Dr. Dharam Singh sir is not able to join today in offline mode. He is joining us at 1 p.m. in online mode. Thank you for Pooja ma'am, Tapan sir, and all the other dignitaries. All the participants, we are quite grateful to all of you for joining, especially in offline mode. We wish the day to come back again, where the conference dinner is bigger than your conference event, which is still to happen, but still we are as moving ahead. This year we are getting, we got more than 360 papers in this conference, just because of a tag which we got, approval of ACM conference proceedings. We got more than 360 papers, and our team of faculty members and all the coordinators did marvelous job to have a selection ratio of only 22%. We have selected only 84 papers this year in the conference. We are trying to increase the scale of this conference in terms of quality as a brand value, where people wait for this conference every year. This is happening. Numbers are increasing, participants are increasing, and we are making good cluster of friends who are ready to, as soon as we launch the conference, they are ready to contribute in one way or another. As Professor Deepak sir said, we have 8 sessions which will be coordinated by 16 session chairs and co-session chairs, and they are all from all eminent institutions across the country. We have 6 keynote addresses, starting from Dr. Bansal sir, then Dr. Dharam Singh sir, Dr. Pooja ma'am, then Dr. Marcin from Poland, Dr. Dharam Singh Jat sir, then Dr. Polski again from Poland. And fortunately with ICMMI, it has been always a well-supported conference by publishers. Thanks to Bansal sir, who started this support to us when we got Springer approval in first edition of ICMMI. And since then, we have not looked back any time. We had we organized 3 conferences with support of Springer. 2 were there from AI series edited by Dr. Bansal sir. One was with LNNS, and this year we are gone with ACM. And as discussed yesterday evening on dinner, we have planned this conference next year at multiple places or at other places. This conference may go into a rotation. We have to plan that thing, but I like that idea yesterday. Thank you all for sharing that idea yesterday evening. I'd like to ask Mr. Amit Gupta sir to stand up once. He is Associate Professor Manipal University, and he was our ex-colleague who started this conference in PIIT. So this conference, all papers selected here will be going to ACM ICPS, and apart from that, we have association with two journals of Taylor and Francis, Journal of Interdisciplinary Mathematics, and Journal of Discrete Mathematics and Computing. For that, we will be sending only limited 10% or 20% of extended versions of the papers to those journals. Rest of the papers will be going to ACM for publication, and this will happen around March or April this thing. What have been happening in PIT, Deepak sir has briefly told us a good glory of PIT in last 4 or 5 years. In a small journey of 15 years, we have achieved many milestones like its funding, student achievements, placements, projects, everything is happening. So our motto in UG Institute is quite different from other UG institutes. We are talking about not getting placements here. Though our placements are very good. I must say, last year we had 91% students getting placed in premier institute. Our average package was more than 5-6 lakh rupees. Being a small institute, it's not a bad thing for us. I'm quite proud of it. But still, it's not our dream. It's a pathway just. We aspire to have 50 patents of our students in next 2-3 years. We aspire to have 30 startups in this campus. We want to have 200 publications, Scopus and SCA publications of faculty members. We want to have a research center in this campus. Me and Dr. Gupta were talking about how feasible it is in this to have some collaborative effort with Asia University and this campus, if possible, in coming days. So we don't want to be a degree provider institute. That is happening at many small institutes. We want students to aspire, achieve, and give back to society. We don't want our students to become employees. We want them to become employers, those who serve the society and solve the problems of society. With this motto, we have been working in the last 4 years. Just to add few things, what Deepak sir has already shared most of the things. We are funding for research funding is around total cumulative funding for till date is 1.33 CR in last 5 years. Faculty members and students come together to work on innovations, and till now 34 patents, correct me Udit sir if I'm not wrong, 34 patents have been filed and published till date in last 4 or 5 years. Faculty members and students have come together to publish more than 100 papers in SCI and Scopus index journals in last 4 or 5 years. So the path is right, ambitions are high, and day is not far away. We'll achieve other goals also. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you all the participants. Thank you everybody. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your ever-inspiring, energetic thoughts and complete information regarding ICIMMI 2022. Now it's the time to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal. करें हम शुक्रिया कैसे आपका, करें हम शुक्रिया कैसे डॉक्टर जगदीश चंद बंसल सर का PIT ICIMMI 2022 में आने का, कि हर गुल में बाहर आई जगदीश सर के यहाँ आने से. वेलकम जगदीश सर. Now it's the time. I would like to read out the profile of Jagdish sir. It's a time to introduce and to read out the profile of Jagdish sir. Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal is an associate professor, senior grade at South Asian University, New Delhi, and visiting faculty at Maths and Computer Science, Liverpool Hope University, UK. Dr. Bansal obtained his PhD in mathematics from IIT Roorkee. Before joining SAU New Delhi, he worked as an assistant professor at ABV, Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, Gwalior, and BITS Planning. His primary area of interest is a swarm intelligence and nature-inspired optimization techniques. Recently, he proposed a fission-fusion social structure-based optimization algorithm, spider monkey optimization SMO, which is being applied to various problems in the engineering domain. He has published more than 70 research papers in various international journals, conferences. He is the section editor, editor-in-chief of the journal Methodics published by Elsevier. He is the series editor of the book series Algorithms for Intelligence System AIS. Studies in autonomic, data-driven and industrial computing SADIC, and Innovation in Sustainable Technologies and Computing ISTC, published by Springer. He is also the associate editor of Engineering Application of Artificial Intelligence EAAI, and array published by Elsevier. He is the Journal Secretary of the Soft Computing Research Society, SCRS. Not only that, he has also received gold medals at UG and PG levels. Sir, it's truly a pleasure to have you at Poornima Institute of Engineering Technology. May I request your kind self to share your views with our participants or students?
Guests on the dais, soon becoming the off the dais, participants, faculty members of Poornima Institute, students online and offline, very good morning, and thank you, Professor Dinesh, for giving me the opportunity to speak here on the one very most important topic of the time, the machine intelligence. And I think everybody of us know that the machines are becoming intelligent, and this intelligence is coming from some kind of inspiration, the inspiration from the natural phenomena, the inspiration from the human intelligence. The machines are becoming intelligent based on the reason why the humans are intelligent. We need to observe the humans, we need to observe other animals, the living creatures, so that how they are, why they are intelligent, what makes them intelligent to live the life on the earth. Can we insert those properties, those regions to a machine, and the machine can also do the same work, machine can also solve the problem in the similar way the humans solves the problem. Just today morning, I wake up early and I was browsing LinkedIn, and I found one very good news that few researchers developed the virtual human. Just today itself, it's today's news. Virtual human where there is virtual human is a computer program. It's a computer program means a machine. It's a machine you are making intelligent. It's a computer program which mimics the human beings. Whenever you develop some medicine, whenever you develop some kind of medical instrument, it takes time, because first of all, it is to be applied over the animals and then the human beings. So, to get the any medicine in the market take 10 to 15 years. And of course, it considers the life of the humans also. If the medicine is not successful, it can harm the humans over which we are testing. On which we are testing, it can harm those. Now, what if the humans are not at all required to test the new medicines? What if at all they are not required? All the medicines, all the diseases can be tested on the virtual humans. Actually, the human being is represented in terms of some numbers. And if the numbers are changed, the human being is with cancer, human being is with Parkinson disease, and so on. And now how to modify those numbers to make the normal human being? So can that medicine is helping to modify those numbers? These kind of intelligence can be availed. So a conference on machine intelligence is really a wonderful idea. Today I'm talking on the computational intelligence. If my slides can be.
Will you please give the access? Because you have to give, in the meantime, I can help.
No, I'll keep on speaking this. What kind of access?
Actually, you will need to give us a request. I have given request access. It is asking.
What this is?
Yes.
Okay.
Share.
अभी हम वो लोग टेबल से हर्डल कर रही है 2 मिनट आप उधर को जाएंगे ना तो टेबल हट जाएंगे सामने से क्योंकि ऑनलाइन है ना
Is it?
हाँ, no problem.
वी कैन दिस इज क्रिएटिंग ऑब्स्टेकल
सर आप कर लेना इसमें से कैसे? हो गया ना?
1 मिनट सर
अच्छा.
You please. Dear students, please remove the tables because these are creating hurdles in between. We continue with it within 1 minute. See, अभी सर ने जो पॉइंट बोला है उसी पर मैं एक कविता जो मैंने लिखी है वो सुना देती हूँ. हम खाली गिलास आए थे, कलयुग ने भर दिया. अच्छा खासा दिमाग था पर झूठ ने खराब कर दिया. सच बोलना भी चाहते हैं तो लोग बोलने नहीं देते. क्यों ना अपने आप को समय रहते बदल दें और अपने लिए अपने कर्मों को दिखाकर फिर से अपने लिए एक नए गिलास का इंतजाम कर दें. But problem is only a competence. Problem is only a competence. Just because tables are creating hurdles, so I'm here in between with you. So, see, if we want to remove all the, what the hurdles or the darkness you have at back of mind, we have to work with each other. Because the people, those who are living in USA, New York, Switzerland, they are also similar like you. And we are also similar. So we in a conference want to achieve our goal that we have to achieve a place where our thought process work for excellence, not for to be special. Because if we work for excellence with each other, so of course it would be easy for us to achieve our goal. And PIT is working in the same direction. We are working for excellence, not for to be special feeling. We love our students so much. We give them that much era where they can enjoy that much harmony. And they love it to love. They like to work and to study and to enjoy the harmony in continuity. So let's proceed with the presentation of Dr. Jagdish Chand Bansal and enjoy it. Thank you.
I'll be more comfortable.
It's working.
Okay. Sorry, there's some issues with the slides. So let's start directly. It's a machine intelligence, the computational intelligence. Nowadays, the machine intelligence are basically achieved through the computational intelligence. There is a word artificial intelligence, there is a word swarm intelligence, right? So the artificial intelligence is obtained when lot of computation is being done. Then it is called a computational intelligence. And so in the computational intelligence, actually we make the machines intelligent through iterative computation. Now these iterative computations may be based on some natural, maybe based on some inspiration from some natural phenomena. For example, how the ants move from one point to another point, how they find the shortest path. I assure you, I know there are many BTech students, I think many of you are undergraduate students. You may not think of making the machines intelligent at this stage. You want to make yourself intelligent at this stage to pass the exam. I understand the reason why you are talking to your friend. But I assure you that next 30 minutes may be useful for your further research project that you are going to do in the 4th year. Right, and this is not a rocket science. Definitely machine intelligence, the conference theme, that machine intelligence is not a rocket science. It's very easy subject, and a computer science student, electronics student, electrical student can very well understand this subject. So actually in the computational intelligence, you design intelligent agents like human being is intelligent agent. We are the intelligent agents. Whatever we do is good for our circumstances and our goals. For example, if there is a research scholar here who is working in soft computing, machine intelligence or computational intelligence or the artificial intelligence, will be very, very interested to listen this talk. While the first year BTech student will be relatively reluctant that I have to pass M1, M2, M3. I'm worried about that, right? So the first property is of intelligent agent that whatever it does is appropriate for its circumstances. Another is if there are more than 2 choices available, then it should be able to distinguish that which one is good for me. For example, one talk is here on machine intelligence and one talk is here on chemistry, some chemical compound or talk. And you are not interested in future also, you are not interested in chemical compounds or chemical or chemistry related talks, then you may attend this, the 2 properties. Similarly, the human beings learn from experience. You know, the senior professor here always gets more salary. The senior students are always respected by the juniors because if you are a junior, you know that your senior knows more about this college, more about Professor Dinesh Goyal, that how he handles, right? So the intelligent agent learns from the experience. So experience is the one property, making choices is the one property, the actions is the one property, that whatever actions I'm taking, if it is beneficial for me or not. If these properties can be inserted to a machine, can be inserted to this mic can be called an intelligent mic. So machine intelligence means inserting all these properties which makes us intelligent, which makes ants intelligent, which makes bees intelligent to a machine is the machine intelligence, is the computational intelligence. And let me tell you, there are very well researched algorithms, very well researched technology available by which you can insert these properties to a machine to make the machine intelligent. There is a class of algorithms. Actually, there is a class of algorithms by which you can insert these properties which I just discussed to a machine, and this class of algorithms is called the computational intelligence, let me tell you. And this class of algorithms, computational intelligence, consists of so many other subclasses of algorithms. For example, the neural networks, the deep learning, the nature-inspired algorithms, swarm intelligence, evolutionary algorithms, artificial immune system. All these kind of subclasses are very much successful these days because of the high computational power that we have. Nowadays, you know, when I started my research in machine intelligence or in computational intelligence, I was having a laptop. I was having a system with 256 MB RAM, not GB. It's a MB RAM, right? The Professor Gupta knows that Param 10,000. You remember? In the superhighway. That supercomputer, we used to call it a supercomputer, and now my mobile has more computational power than that supercomputer, that Param 10,000 at IIT Roorkee. We did the PhD, right? So, as the intensive computational power is increasing, as the computational power is increasing, the complexity of the problem is also increasing. So why not to utilize this computational power to solve the problems with no mathematical computations? Actually, there are two type of problem solving approaches. One is the mathematical approach and one is the computational approach. In the mathematical approach, you need to derive some methods, derived methods. So you need to derive certain methods. Some mathematical computation is there. You have a derived formula by which you can solve the problem. Another is the computational approach, where you need not any mathematical background. No mathematics formula is required. You just have some experience. You just have some data. For example, the weather prediction. You know, this computational, the best example for the application of computational intelligence is the weather prediction. In the ancient time when Doordarshan News was there, I think you may not have taken the birth of that time, the weather prediction was rarely correct actually. Why? Because the weather prediction was based on the solution of a 5-degree partial differential equation. 5-degree partial differential equation, and the data used to solve that was actually 1 day, 2 day, or maximum 30 days. Because the computation is so high that you cannot predict today tomorrow's weather. The time taken is too much. But nowadays, based on this deep learning, based on the neural network system, based on the computational intelligence, AI techniques, lot of computation power is there. We can process the 100 years data. 100 years data we can process and can predict the tomorrow's weather, can predict the day after tomorrow's weather. And it is very simple. Humans learn from the experience. You know, in the villages, in the ancient time, the old man always predicts the weather. वो ऐसे देख के बोलता था, आज बादल इधर से आ रहे हैं, आज तो इधर बरसा. And it is never predicted by a young boy. It is never predicted because that old man has the experience. So that old man learns from the experience. He has more data. He has 80 years of life data, and based on that processing, he is predicting. Now the same thing can be done in a computer, in your mobile. But of course, to process that data, you need some algorithm, you need some process, and that process is actually the computational intelligence. I tell you that, how many of you heard about a very famous author, Yuval Noah Harari? Anybody? No? Yuval Noah Harari. Okay, I think Sapiens, The Brief History of the Humankind, this book, you heard about? 21 lessons for the 21st century. The author of the book, Yuval Noah Harari, and this Yuval Noah Harari is considered as one of the most smart, most intelligent living man on the earth, right? He is around 40 plus years. He's not too old. He's a very intelligent man. He wrote 3 books, the Brief History of the Human, Sapiens, The Brief History of the Humankind, the 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, and the third book is for the future. I'm yet to read that book, so I cannot comment on that book, but these 2 books I read, and there is a TED talk by the Yuval Noah Harari. And he mentions the usefulness of the collective intelligence, of the computational intelligence, that the humankind cannot survive without the computational intelligence in future, without this kind of artificial intelligence in future. Because what happens, he gave an example of the collective intelligence. Collective intelligence is actually a methodology to achieve the computational intelligence. Collective intelligence may also be known as the swarm intelligence. So it is the methodology to achieve the computational intelligence, where lot of people work together to achieve a single goal. That is called the collective intelligence. And the Yuval Noah Harari gave an example of the chimpanzees in his TED talk. in his TED talk, and I think the same example he gave with the discussion in the Google headquarter also. There are many interviews of the Yuval Noah Harari you can watch. So he mentioned that, you know, the chimpanzee, a single individual chimpanzee can survive on the earth without any facilities better than the human beings, better than me. If I left alone on an island, a lone island, and a chimpanzee is left alone on the island, chimpanzee can survive better. If we two humans are left on the same island and the two chimpanzees still can survive better. But just imagine a situation if 1,000 chimpanzees are left on an island and 1,000 humans are left on the island, humans will survive better than the chimpanzees, because we have the language, we have the brain by which we can communicate with each other, we can collaborate with each other, we are in the same situation. Our goal, the same goal, is to survive on this island, and we can collaborate with each other. Now this collaboration is again studied in the computational intelligence, which is one of the promising technology in the field of computational intelligence, or you call it swarm intelligence. This swarm, now I'm concentrating myself to the swarm intelligence as I'm a student of swarm intelligence. In the most simple layman language to explain the concept of swarm intelligence, I give you an example. Suppose imagine a situation that one person can make a wall. Suppose this wall is to be made, and this wall, one person can make this wall in 10 days, or 10 hours. Just let us take the time, forget about the day. 10 hours. One person can make a wall in 10 hours, right? Then 10 persons can make a wall in how many hours? Anybody? Yes. Then 10 persons can make the same wall in 1 hour, right? So this mathematically, this answer is correct. Mathematically, this answer is correct, but computational intelligence, in terms of the machine intelligence, in terms of the swarm intelligence, this answer is not correct actually. The time taken by the 10 persons to make the same wall should be less than 1 hour. Should be less than 1 hour. There is no intelligence otherwise. If the one person can make the wall in 10 hours, then 10 persons should make the wall in less than 1 hour because of this algorithm that we are going to implement on this. If some particular algorithm can be implemented on that particular, among those 10 people, then they will be able to make that wall in less than 1 hour. Let me tell you, now this concept of swarm intelligence or the collective intelligence, is being applied to many real world problems. For example, you must have heard of these days about the drone swarms. Swarm of drones. Heard about? Please respond. It's an offline talk. In the online talk, I know video off, audio off, and party. But it's offline, so you can't help yourself. You can't go outside. You at least respond. I assure you that if you listen carefully, there are many ideas you will get to make your final year project also. Okay, so what I say that the drone swarm, in the drone swarm means a collection of the drones. Many drones works together. You may have heard about this 26th January beating retreat ceremony, where some IIT Delhi students flown 1,000 drones together. Heard about? Right? So that is not a drone swarm. Just to mention that this is a group of drones, but that is not a drone swarm. There are certain other conditions for the drone swarm. That drone swarm must be an autonomous system. It must be an autonomous system, right? For example, suppose one drone, drone swarm applications are, this is a true example I'm giving you. In the south, I know the person who is providing this service in the south, in Tamil Nadu of MIT University. What he's doing, just imagine this situation again, that one person can make a wall. Similarly, suppose the one drone can spray the pesticides on a field. This drone swarm are being applied to the agriculture a lot. So just imagine a situation that one drone can spray the pesticide in a particular farmland. Suppose it takes 10 hours. Then what that person is providing the service, that MIT professor providing the service, is he's sending 10 drones or 20 drones, 30 drones, a swarm of drones equipped with that computational intelligence algorithm, equipped with that swarm intelligence based algorithm, and that is solving the problem in much, much lesser time with more accuracy and quick. They go with the trucks of 10 drones, 20 drones to the particular farmland. There are very, very big farmlands are there, spray of pesticides, and in next 1 hour they are returning. And if it is done manually or one drone, it may take days. It may take days. Just imagine this situation. There is a revolution in the field of agriculture. There is a revolution in the field of agriculture because of this drone swarm, because of this computational intelligence, because of this machine intelligence technologies. You heard about the ants, right? I think everybody may have observed this situation that ants always find the shortest path from their nest to the food source. You may have seen in your home that if this is the nest and somewhere some sweet is there, they always move almost in a straight line, almost in a straight line, shortest path they always find. How they find the shortest path? Do they have the satellites? You know, I'm coming from Delhi, so when Professor Dinesh sent me the location of the institute, location of the hotel, then I found the Google map. And how the Google map is helping me? Through satellite, ऊपर वाला देख रहा है, ऊपर से देख करके तो सब दिखता है ना, ये point भी दिख रहा है, ये point भी दिख रहा है, right? So that is guiding me that this is the shortest path. But the ants do not have the satellites. Believe me, ants do not have the satellites. They do not have the satellite. Still, how they find that this is only the shortest path from one point to another point? They follow certain rules. Pheromone update rule. Those are called pheromone update rule, right? If those rules can be applied to the robots, just imagine to the robots, then robots will be able to find without the satellite input, without the GPS input, they can find the shortest path from one point to another point. Of course, through collaboration. A single robot cannot find the shortest path. Believe me, this cannot be achieved. The intelligence can be achieved for the in a group. And when the group of individuals collaborate with each other, then they can achieve that intelligence. So the ants can achieve that intelligence. In finding the shortest path from one point to another point, the same concept can be applied to the robots, to the drones, to find the shortest path from one point to another point. Now the challenge is only to understand those rules, what rules these ants are following, because ants cannot dictate. Ants cannot give the lecture that we are following these rules, right? So it is to observe what rules they are following and to convert those rules to some mathematical rules or some algorithmic rules, to convert the real world phenomena to some algorithmic framework and to implement that algorithmic framework to the hardware. These are the challenges, and this all is studied in the machine intelligence, is all is studied in computational intelligence. There are many well-defined algorithms in this field. One very famous algorithm was proposed in 1992 by one Italian scientist, Marco Dorigo, ant colony optimization. So what he has done, he has observed this behavior and converted this to a computer program, computer algorithm, and now he has because of this algorithm, a lot of problems of scheduling, time scheduling, a lot of problems of the robotic path planning, traveling salesman problem, those kind of problems are solved in much accurate, much better way. Even the largest problems are solved which were earlier were not be able to solve using the available mathematical techniques. Of course, these algorithms are not the accurate algorithms. These algorithms are the approximate algorithms. These algorithms are the probabilistic algorithms. Probabilistic algorithms means the success is probable. Success is probable. You cannot give the guarantee. You cannot give the deterministically. You cannot say that definitely you will get the answer. Definitely this is the only shortest path. When the ants move from one point to another point, they find the shortest path, but this is not guaranteed. It is almost the shortest path, but it is okay. It is okay in some cases where you cannot solve the problem at all. In those cases, finding that almost solution, near optimal, we call it near optimal solution, is perfectly fine. Similar kind of natural phenomena you can observe in the among the honeybees. You heard about honeybees? Honeybees collect the nectar from the flowers, yeah, right? And they have some particular nest, right? Hive, and that particular hive, from particular hive they go to the field in the flower to collect the nectar from the flowers. They return to the hive, and how they can do this process efficiently. You know, ants, bees, these are considered very intelligent creatures. You know, dinosaurs die out. The ants are still there on the earth. Ants are still on the earth. So ants are more powerful than the dinosaurs actually, right? Because of their collective intelligence. Individually, dinosaur is more powerful than the ant. Individually, chimpanzee may be more powerful than us. Individually, a tiger is more powerful than us, but we catch the tiger, right? Individually, they are intelligent, but since we have the collective intelligence, so this collective intelligence can be observed, can be converted to some machines, and machines can become intelligent like us, right? So I was discussing about the honeybees foraging behavior. Honeybees move from hive to the to the field to collect the nectar from the flowers. You know, this process is done very efficiently by very intelligent behavior, let me tell you, and you will be amazed to see that how intelligent they are. Then you never thought of this. You know, when they collect the nectar in her stomach, you know, and they return only when their stomach is full. When they return to the hive, they unload the nectar to a particular comb of the hive and put some substance to avoid the fermentation of that hive. Nectar, and that's why you call ki sahad jitna purana ho utna acha, because there is some substance included by the provided by the honeybees itself, right? It will never go waste. The honey will never go waste. Okay, after unloading the nectar, now they have to inform. You know, it's a collective behavior. You help me, I will help you. Peer-to-peer learning, right? So the honeybees, what the honeybees do? After unloading the nectar, they do the dance. You know, not kuchipudi or kathak. They do the 3 type of dances, let me tell you, and very intelligently. You will be amazed to see that behavior. I have a video also, but unfortunately the slides are not moving, not opening even. You know, this honeybees do the 3 type of dances. First dance is the round dance, waggle dance, and the tremble dance. Waggle dance is one of the most important dance. Let me tell you what this waggle dance is. They do the waggle dance. You know, whenever I want to communicate to you, I have a language. You know that language. We communicate through languages. The ants communicate through pheromone update. You know, pheromone. They deposit some kind of a smell on the path from where they are moving. And other ants understand that smell and follow that particular path. So they communicate through pheromone. The bees communicate through dance. And the waggle dance, you know, they do the dance in a particular direction, taking sun as a reference. Look how intelligent they are. They take the sun as a reference point. They do not have the GPS. You know, we take some reference point. You know, in the coordinate system, origin is the reference point. If you say that this point is 2, 3. So 2, 3 means the x-axis 2 and 3 is on the y-axis. So there is always a reference point for us, right? But For the bees, the reference point is the sun, because they know the sun is there. Sun is always there, right? So they take sun as a reference point, and in particular direction, that when they were on that particular flower, in which direction the sun was, in that particular direction, when they return, take the sun as a reference, and they do the dance in that particular direction. So the other bee is doing during this dance, understand that in which direction this particular bee is doing the dance, but that particular flower is there. She is returning but from a flower that has a nectar, and she is giving me some information about that nectar. Should I go there or not go there? She is informing me. So during that dance, she takes a particular direction, the speed of the dance, then the speed based, the first is the direction, you got it, right? Then the speed of the dance. Speed of the dance means if the dance is very fast, it means it has a lot of nectar. It is very good flower. It has a lot of nectar available, and the less competition is there. No other bees are there on the. So it is a must go flower. It is a must go flower. If it is slow, it means it is there. It has some nectar, but it is not that much. Means the speed of the dance is proportional to the amount of the nectar in the flower. Then the duration of the dance. Duration of the dance gives you the idea about the distance. About the distance. If the distance is close, the duration is less. If the distance is far, the duration, opposite. If the duration is less, the dance is for more time. If the distance is less, the dance is for more time. If the distance is far, the dance is for lesser time. So the other bees understand that, okay, this flower is there, good nectar, but it is far, right? Which flower it is? You know, that particular bee understand that, no, I like only the rose, I like only the marigold, right? So how they understand that which particular flower it is? So during the dance, the other bees touch their antenna. Whenever they collect the nectar from the flower, some substances stuck with their antenna, right? So they touch their antenna and will understand that, okay, which particular flower it is. So, you know, whatever is the information required for a particular flower, they get from that particular bee dance. This is a waggle dance. Now, what happens? See, okay, I think up to ho gaya. Let me continue like this. I have some very good, interesting videos for you for these kind of behaviors, but I think now we can continue. This is the Yuval Noah Harari's TED Talk. Let me just come, if it can be played, let me check. Yeah. Can you play this video? Yes, sir. Just click on this, yes. You can see here, this particular bee is collecting the nectar. Now it is actually, there is a sound also, it's a documentary also. Now she is doing the waggle dance, she is doing the dance in a particular direction. Other bees will touch their antenna. Now she will not perform the dance at one place. She will do, and this is a real video, it's not a simulation or something. It's not a simulation, it's a real video. After performing the dance at particular place, you know, hive may be very large hives. So how other bees will understand that that particular place that bee has danced, right? So after performing this place, she will perform again at this place, she will perform again at this place. You know, so now what happens? If the first time dance she has done, and according to this dance, some other bee has taken that particular direction. Some other bee has left to collect the nectar from that particular direction. In that case, what happens, when the third time or fourth time it is doing the dance, there may be a competition. Whatever the information it has, it is an old information, and therefore at that time they do the tremble dance. This is not a waggle dance now. Now it is not a waggle dance, it's a tremble dance, right? Now if the food source is very close to the hive, they do the round dance. In the round dance, it is not required to give the information about the direction. They just give the information about everything else except the direction, right? If it is doing the round dance, it means the particular flower is very close to the hive. Okay. I already explained you about this ant colony optimization algorithm. ants always find shortest path from nest to the food source, So they always find this food source. And this is done using a very simple rule of the pheromone update rule, right? So let me, I just want to just quickly cover about this also, spider monkey optimization algorithm. This is the algorithm which we proposed in the year 2014 with me and 3 other authors are there. In this spider monkey optimization algorithm is also based on the foraging behavior of spider monkeys. Spider monkeys is a particular species of the monkeys who live in the deep forest. They live in a society. They live in the group of 50 to 60 monkeys together. And they have a very special, very intelligent foraging behavior. What they do, they initially in the morning they left for foraging. They start foraging in a group 50 to 60. Suppose 60 monkeys are there. They start moving. And they found some food source. They start eating the food. Okay. After some time, what can happen? The food is not sufficient at that particular place for the entire group. So what they do, there is a leader. Female monkey is a leader always there, right? So the female monkey decides that, okay, the 30 monkeys will go in this direction, rest 30 will go in this direction, and she will join one particular group. Any one group she will join. So the 30, so just to reduce the competition, look, all this is collaboration. All this intelligence is due to collaboration. If in the group the competition will start, the intelligence will be affected. And therefore, just to avoid any competition, to keep the cooperation maintained, what they do, they divide the group into 2 smaller groups. And these 2 smaller groups went in different directions. Now again this particular group is moving in this particular direction and again started eating the food. And if again there is a competition for even 30 members, then they further divide themselves into a smaller group, right? This process is called the fission process. They keep on dividing themselves into smaller groups, right? And this process continues until the evening. And in the evening, what they do? They do the fusion. Fission and fusion. They do the fusion means they become a same group at the hive. Everybody return to that particular their habitat, whatever their tree or whatever place there is. They return there, and then everybody, these smaller groups will again have the leaders, local leaders. Again, a female monkey, or if not female, then male monkey can also become the leader. So these leaders are sharing their information that, okay, I went in that particular direction, I went in this direction, I went in that direction, and I found that particular food. So they share all the informations. Just imagine, they have explored entire forest in that particular day. If they would have been in a single group, they started competition. They keep on quarreling with each other, and ultimately they will die starving, right? So what they did, avoid the competition, make these small groups, go in the different direction, explore the entire forest, come in the evening to the tree, and then share the information from where I am coming. And when they share this information with each other, just imagine the next day the best decision will be taken, right? Out of all the information, so the best decision is there. So in the next morning, they will find the best location of the food source of that particular forest. So this intelligent behavior is modeled in terms of an optimization algorithm as spider monkey optimization algorithm. And this is now becoming quite popular. Okay, another one with the, one is the ant colony optimization algorithm, and one is this particle swarm optimization algorithm. This is proposed in 1995 by 2 US scientists, James Kennedy and Russell Everhart. So these 2 scientists proposed this algorithm based on the flocking behavior of birds, how the birds are flying together. What makes them to keep them in a single group? Just Professor Dinesh tell you that now you move in a line from this auditorium to outside. You may not collaborate with each other. You may not cooperate with each other. One is going this direction, one is going in this direction. In that sharp speed of the birds, just imagine that situation. that birds are flying in the same position. You can see this figure, and these are the birds. These are the birds, right? How they make this same group? How they make this same group? There is a certain rules that those follows, and based on those rules, an algorithm was developed, particle swarm optimization, in 1995. So these are the two first algorithms in this category, 1992 and 1995. 1992 ant colony and 1995 particle swarm optimization. And let me tell you, the industry is heavily relying nowadays on these two algorithms. 80% times the swarm intelligence is being means these two algorithms. 80% times. 80% times only these two algorithms are being applied by the industry, and industry has there is a there is a report, CAGR, compound annual growth report of the industry, which says that in next 10 years this kind of algorithms are going to increase by 37.9%. Growth rate will be 37.9%. So this technology is of course becoming more and more important. Okay. There are certain success stories, those I want to share with you of this computational intelligence, of this swarm intelligence. The first one is the drone swarm that I already told you. This is the video that is taken from a science robotics research paper. The similar work we have also done, but that work is classified work, so we cannot show you our video. This is the public domain video. Can you just play this video? Just click on this and it will be played. Not? You can see you can see all these. Just mute.
They quickly find a consensus on a direction they will be headed.
Okay, I think I hope you can see the flying drones. And let me tell you what the special in these drones is, that there is no central control, there is no GCS, there is no ground control station who is controlling them, there is no operator who is flying them, no RC. Without RC, these drones are being flown. And just I don't know. Can you just mute? I think there's some disturbance. Okay, so this is without any kind of remote control, and all this is due to the swarm intelligence based algorithm. And let me tell you, this is done by one algorithm in the same category that is called CMAES, covariant matrix analysis evolutionary strategies. Actually the same problem we have also solved using NSGA2, another algorithm of the same category, and in a better way than this, Of course I'm unable to show those videos or classified videos, sponsored projects, so those are their properties. Another success story is this Japan's bullet train name. Anybody know? Japan's bullet train name. Not only bullet train. Somebody's told the correct name. Shinkansen N700. Good. That's a bullet train. Very good. Shinkansen N700 bullet train. This is the first picture. Age of Shinkansen N700. And let me tell you that there is another pointer among you. Good. Okay. So Shinkansen N700, this nose-shape aerodynamic design is designed by the genetic algorithms. It is designed by the genetic algorithm, one algorithm in the same category. And let me tell you, this is the best solution till date. Nobody can found better solution than this. And this is the first time when these kind of research done with the help of genetic algorithm. Okay. There are other application areas in the railways where you can do the design. Of course, one example I saw of the design, scheduling, ant colony optimization can help like anything in scheduling, allocation, fault diagnosis. Wind farm, in the wind farm again, I hope I'm not exceeding the time. Can you give my mobile? So. 11? Time to ho gaya. So stop. Sorry, I have I was not having this mobile, so I forgot the time limit. And thank you so much. I think I should stop here now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Jagdish Bansal. You are really an inspiration for all of us. Thank you, sir, for your pulse of wisdom from your experience. Thank you. We feel honored to have every one of you our prestigious guest. और अब समय आ गया है उस व्यक्ति से आपका परिचय करवाने का जो मर्यादा और अनुशासन का निरूपण करते हैं, जो कि जन्मजात नेतृत्व गुणों से संचयित हैं, एक कुशल विचारक हैं, ईमानदार, त्याग एवं समर्पण और अपने कार्य के प्रति अप्रतिम लगन जैसे दुर्लभ और विशिष्ट गुणों का स्वयं में समावेश किए हुए हैं। और वो हैं आज के हमारे कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर ब्रज बी गुप्ता जी। अल्पकाल में ही अपनी लोकप्रिय छवि से जन सामान्य के मन में एक अद्भुत स्थान बना लिया है प्रोफेसर ब्रज बी गुप्ता सर ने। उनके मेहनत जीवन का संक्षिप्त परिचय मैं आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करना चाहती हूँ। So it is our proud privilege to extend a great honor to have with us Professor Braj B. Gupta, gracing the occasion today. It is a time to know a bit more about him. Professor Braj B. Gupta is working as Director of International Center for AI and Cyber Security Research, Incubation and Innovation, and Professor with the Department of Computer Science and Information Engineering, CSIE, Asia University, Taiwan. In more than 17 years of his professional experience, he has published over 500 papers in journals, conferences, including 30 books and 10 patents with over 18,000 citations. He has received numerous national and international awards, including Canadian Commonwealth Scholarships 2009, Faculty Research Fellowship Award in 2017, METI Gold IEEE JCCE Outstanding and WIE Paper Award, and Best Faculty Award in 2018 and 2019, NIT, KKR respectively. Professor Gupta was recently selected for 2022 Calivite Web of Science highly cited researchers, 0.1% researchers in the world in computer science. He was also selected in 2022, 2021, and 2020 for Stanford University's ranking of the world's top 2% scientists. He is also a visiting adjunct professor with several universities worldwide. He is also an IEEE senior member since 2017 and also selected as 2021 Distinguished Lecturer in IEEE CTSOC. Dr. Gupta is also serving as member-in-large Board of Governors, IEEE Consumer Technology Society, 2022 to 2024. Professor Gupta is also leading IJSWIC, STE, and IJCAC as Editor-in-Chief. Moreover, he is also serving as the lead editor of the book series with the Tyrrell and Francis and IET Press. He also served as TPC member in more than 150 international conferences, also serving as associate guest editor of various journals and transactions. His research interests include information security, cyber physical system, cloud computing, blockchain, technologies, intrusion, detection, AI, social media, and networking. Sir, it's truly a pleasure to have you at Poornima Institute of Engineering Technology. Today we have got this opportunity to invite you, sir, for these 2 days International Conference ICIMMI 2022 in PIT. We are lucky to have you here, sir. May I request yourself to please share your views with us. So you need a hand mic? Or hand mic will be better. Okay. You please give the hand mic.
And you can start the slides also.
Slides also, you please start. You please start.
You got the slides? A very good morning to all of you. Yep. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So Professor Dinesh Goyal, Professor Jagdish Goyal, Professor Pooja Jain, Professor Tapan, Anil, and many other dignitaries, students, and my dear friends. It is wonderful to be here in this prestigious conference on information system and machine intelligence, which is very, very important in current era and need of our, like we have in IT world where these technologies are very important. And as discussed with Professor Goel, like the focus of this conference is to have very high quality and international standard, and it is around 22% acceptance rate for the papers which are accepted this year. So it is quite amazing, and I'm sure in couple of years and over the years, it is going to be one of the leading conference in this area, information management and machine intelligence. So with this, I'll move to my talk today. As Professor Goel mentioned, entrepreneurship is very important. Like we should be job creator. I mean, which should be our focus instead of like getting the jobs and all. So I'll talk about security of cutting edge technologies and entrepreneurship, opportunities and future perspectives. So can you start the PPTs? Okay. And also, I mean, like during this talk, I'll discuss about the online and offline internship opportunities in the center which I'm leading, as well as masters and PhD, higher studied with full funding and financial support, residential accommodation, and also for, different opportunity for the researchers in the capacity of postdoctoral research or research professor for short duration. So I'll discuss all those ideas also. And for your information, the Department of Computer Science, Asia Universities, under 120 in the world in Times ranking. So it is leading department where faculties and students are doing good research in different domain of computer science. So should we start without PPT or it's what exactly the problem? Oh, it's a system. Should I connect my laptop?
Yes, sir.
I have my laptop too. Oh, really? So actually the problem is in the projector or what exactly?
I don't know.
HDMI लगा देंगे.
You have given your PPT, sir?
Yeah, I have given in the pen drive.
Pen drive?
Yeah.
Sir has given in the pen drive.
Yeah, I've already given in the pen drive, yeah.
Still focused on it.
Okay. So just connect pen drive. That's the reason I bring it. It's easy actually. I know sometimes it's a compatibility issues and all. नहीं कोई बात नहीं. It's all right. We'll Yeah, you can play the PPT. PPT will be better, I believe.
This one?
Yeah. Just you can directly play to. I think there is no problem. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah. Just you can slide show and bring it to the.
You can use this one.
You just bring it to this.
Hello.
No, no.
Screen,
Just,
It's right.
okay. 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 Sorry for the delay. It is better now. What happened? Is it okay now? Yes. Yeah. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, as discussed in the, today's talk, we'll discuss about cyber security, security of, cutting edge technologies and entrepreneurship, opportunities and future perspective. During this talk, I'll cover introduction, statistics, an incident, need of cybersecurity, emerging cybersecurity challenges, major cybersecurity attacks and protection mechanism, cybersecurity entrepreneurship opportunity for the student and researchers, and then I'll conclude my talk and discuss some future research direction. As we know that internet has become increasingly important to current society. It is changing our way of communication, business mode, or we can say our everyday life. So internet service disruption is less and less tolerable. So today, more than people, the machines are connected to internet, and internet service disruption is less and less tolerable. And internet is making our life easier, smarter, but dangerous. And cyberspace is considered as fifth battlefield after land, sea, space, and water. So it is very important, like whether we are, technocraft, or we are computer engineer, or if we are using any gadget like mobile or a laptop, we need to ensure the security of our gadgets and our machines. So security play a very important role in any technology development, any field where we are doing any invention, innovation, or we have our private data and all. And securing cyberspace of any country has become now as critical as securing the geographical border, because it is very common now that cyber crime and cyber attacks are increasing, which is, many countries are using as a tool to affect the other countries and all. And facilitating world-class research and innovation in this domain can play a very important role to secure the cyberspace. If we talk about most sensitive information which need to be protected, it is like customer record, intellectual properties, customer credit card, and so on. When we talk about the distribution of different attacks, so you can see like malware attacks are mostly used by the attacker to attack the systems around the world, then insider criminals, data breaching, SQL injection, and so on. When we talk about attack applications, so e-commerce websites are mostly targeted by the attacker because their businesses are when their website is up, as well as there's a huge revenue losses if they are down for 2 hours or even short duration. Then online game, again, same like online games, like it is their businesses when they are up, and so on. When we talk about like different attack categories, then sync flooding attacks are mostly used by the attacker, then HTTP GATT, UDP, DNS query, and so on. When we talk about attack application protocol, HTTP type of protocols are mostly targeted by the attacker because our internet and most of the services use the HTTP, and then other protocols. When we talk about like mobile devices, Android-based mobile devices are more prone and more mostly targeted by the attacker because the security breaches are easy to find out in these kind of devices compared to other phones. When we talk about the distribution of cyber attack during COVID-19 pandemic, then phishing attack are mostly targeted. You have probably seen like sometime they create the copycat website and ask you to, register yourself for vaccination or some kind of information they took about, and then maybe your private information is leaked or some kind of, sometime they can ask like, okay, this much of payment you need to do, and so on. And then malware attacks and malicious domain attack, and so on. When we talk about cyber attacks on consumer data breaches in different sectors, so healthcare sector is mostly affected because it is not only the revenue losses, it is also life actually. So if you have heard about like 2-3 years back in UK actually many of the hospitals are attacked. So I mean it was not only the revenue losses, many people died. So healthcare sector is always very important, and many of the attackers actually misuse but this COVID-19 pandemic for ransom payment or many other financial benefits, or like many other mottos they are. So they treat as an opportunity, and they use that COVID-19 for their malicious purpose. When we talk about a CS graph, cyber security and cyber crime, then it is like a, two sides of a coin. Like when we increase the cyber security, cyber crime decrease. So we need to improve the security, and automatically the cyber crime will decrease. But it is a game between attacker and cyber security professional. Whenever we try to develop a security solution, attacker change their attack strategy and again attack. And security professional then keep solving that problem and protect their machine. Again, attacker change their attack strategy and attack again. So it's a game between attacker and cybersecurity professionals that never end. So that's why, it is very important, like we need to keep securing our devices, our organization, and as a nation, our nation. When we talk about like why cybersecurity attacks are done by the attacker, or what are the motivation to perform attack, so it can be for the financial gain or for the ransom payment, for the competition. It's like if two organizations are on the same business, they can use like, okay, we should damage the business reputation of our peers to improve our growth. So it can be for the competition, revenge and ego. Sometimes like, oh, I was fired by this institute. I need to actually take some revenge actually, why they are fired. Or they did not promote me actually and they promote my junior. So something like, or for ego actually, sometimes like, oh, why they have treated like this and so on. Or sometimes curiosity. Oh, let's know actually how to perform attack against Google. So this is, it is again like curiosity, fun and attention. Sometimes like, okay, I don't have anything to do on this weekend. What to do? Okay, let's perform attack over Google, or let's perform attack against this particular institute or this hospital and so on. And sometimes like, oh, nobody know me. How to become popular? Okay, let's, if I attack or perform attack against this particular business, business office or this organization, I will be immediately in the news. Okay, this boy or this guy have performed this kind of attack. And the important is like, political and ideological reason, because sometimes like many, community around the world have like their ideological reason, like, okay, we will kill the mankind. Actually, we have to make sure if they will not follow our ideology, we have to disturb them, we have to create the attacks and so on. And some political reasons, again, like many of the country have their cyber army. So they perform attack to protect themselves or disturb others and so on. So these are some of the reasons. Other than, there may be many other reasons and so on. When we talk about the growth of cybercrime cost, it was around 3 trillion in 2015, and it is expected to be more than 10 trillion in 2025. So it is like one of the most emerging area actually where you can contribute as an entrepreneur, as a researcher, as a professional. So there is a huge demand. In India also, like as a national cybersecurity policy in 2013 release, which I have studied, India requires 500,000 cybersecurity professional. Although, it's really difficult actually, because we need actually trained manpower actually. They can really contribute. When we talk about, these are some of the examples like how people have actually misused different incidents during this COVID-19 to perform different attack or change the sentiment of the people or fear, or sometime like, okay, there is a lockdown in this city and there is a panic. So it's called a scare bear in terms of cybersecurity. Create a scare or some fear around the community. So these are other examples. Sometimes they ask for your OTP and steal the credit card and other information. So they, as I mentioned earlier, it is taken as an opportunity. COVID-19 as opportunity to perform attack. So now why cybersecurity? Why cybersecurity needed? Because cyber attacker, internet terrorists got smarter. They can create, they can perform attack from any part of the world, because if you are connected to internet, you can be exploited from any part of the world, because there is no border actually, or we can say cyber borders. So the best way to protect is like disconnect from internet and lock in a room actually, which is not feasible, which is not required actually when we are using the services. So we need to make sure like we are updated as a individual. We have to make sure our devices are secure. We have to ensure if we are working as an organization, like as the organization had, like what are the firewall or other mechanism we can use to protect the sensitive data of that organization. So if you can see like one attack can cause financial losses, information breach, unavailability of resources, and so on. It's like if you are, for example, you are booking the flight ticket from like, for example, Make My Trip or whatever website, and that website is attacked and it is unavailable, and your flight need to be booked urgently. And what happened like when you are booking and before actually completing that transaction, maybe like that site is down actually by some attack, and that was the last seat available. I mean, just giving an example. So this is very important too, like service should be available as and when required. So, so with the current scenario, it is a need of our, like, we need to ensure the security of our critical information infrastructure. So again, new term. What is the critical information infrastructure of a country? So it's a like transportation system, banking system, smart grid system, protection of military surveillance system. So these are all critical infrastructure, because if, like power grid of any, like for example, Eastern power grid failed, like it's a black hole around that area. So these are like backbone of any country, and we need to ensure the security of critical infrastructure of any country, like Aadhaar database or any other. When we talk, and one example of like attack against critical infrastructure, although it's very old story, but we keep, quoting this because it was a very important bomb, actually, a Stuxnet bomb, which was attacked that Iranian site, that industrial site in Iran, when they are developing the nuclear weapons. So these are emerging cybersecurity challenges in current scenario, like digital data security, digital payment security, security against ransomware, where they logged all the files or encrypt the files, smart city security, IoT security, cloud security, mobile security, critical infrastructure protection, healthcare security. Even the metaverse security is also important. There are many cyber crimes and like abusement and other stuff happening in the metaverse. Banking security, cyber insurance is one of the important things that I'll discuss, but what we are working in this domain, because it is a very important phenomena. Like if we are not able to protect our organization by itself, we can probably pay some premium to some other external party, and they can make sure that like security of our organization. Similar, like we take the health insurance, car insurance, mobile insurance. So cyber insurance, like we need to ensure security of this organization. Then we just pay some premium, and other people will, other organization will take care about that. So how to design cyber insurance policies, again, a very important research area. Then security of virtual reality application, online games, UAB, and cyber litigation. Like in India, formally there is no cyber laws defined. We have only IT Act 2000, IT Act 2008 amended, and there are some sections like section 66, 68, 42, like where like some of the things are defined, but no cyber laws, defined cyber laws like many of the countries like US, Canada, Australia, UK. So there is no cyber laws defined yet. So this is again somebody can take as a project, and they can start actually working on some of the better analysis about like what people are following in their countries, and then define like these are the set of rules we can have and propose to the government. Maybe it will be helpful. And when we talk about like how to solve these problems, so in general, we categorize all the solutions in these categories. Like we can, prevent from attacks, like proactive approach. Like we should make sure like attack will not happen to our organization or to our system, although it is only possible in theory, because it's very difficult. We cannot say like even any any person, cannot say like, okay, I am fully secure, nobody can attack me. And when we talk about the detection, like how we can detect attack as early as possible without any delay. Then a response, like once the attack is detected, how to respond to the attack. And then network forensics, again, like if we are not able to handle the attack, we need to analyze like what happened, what was the traffic, what was the protocol used by the attacker, what was the timing, and how to create the solution so that the future risk will be handled actually. If future attack happen, we'll have the security solution in advance. Then firewall filtering, actually we usually have this is a traditional solution, like every organization have their firewall filtering mechanisms. Honeypot is mostly used by the government. Like they have some unsecure machines, they called it like honeypot, which are just provide the opportunity for attacker to attack, okay, like this is our main server, like, or this is Aadhaar server, this is all having the Aadhaar data, although that is not happening, this is just a replication of the original server, and they invite the attackers, like, okay, they keep it unsecure so that attacker think, oh, this is, we can easily attack, and then they are trapped. So that's why honey trap, or it is called honeypot, and the network of those honey nodes is called honeynet. And trusted computing platform. It is like how we can ensure the security at the hardware level. Now I'll give you some like brief idea about like what we have done in our laboratory or in the center, like to handle with the DDoS attack, which is one of the attack on the availability of the information against different computing platform. So it is an attack that use large number of zombie machine to perform attack in a coordinated manner against the server. So it's like how to affect the availability. If there is a more traffic or more traffic reached to a server, which that server can handle, they are down actually. Their machine will be failed actually, or they are not able to respond to the legitimate user. So that's why it is like denied of the services. This name is like denial of service, like denied for the service. The legitimate users are denied for the services. So this is like how the malicious user perform a lot of traffic, and then they are run out of the resources. When we talk about like we can deploy the solution before attack happen, or when attack is going on, or after attack, like network forensics, as I discussed. When we talk about the other way, like where to deploy it actually, it is like how, like during attack, before attack, or after attack. Another way of classification is whether to deploy the defense mechanism toward the source network, or to the destination network, or to the intermediate network, or in a hybrid mode, like we are deploying at different places. So it's again depend, and again there is a false alarm rate and performance variation. So these are some of the solutions we have proposed, or these are published solutions. Like we handle like DDoS detection using flow volume based approach. Against like FRC attack, it is like fraudulent resource consumption attack. It's like cloud pay and go uses policies affected by the attacker, and this attack is performed actually, and it's create a financial liability to the cloud users. And then like defense mechanisms against DDoS attack based on the entropy and SDN cloud, economic incentive based solution for DDoS defense, PBNN economic incentive based solution for handling DDoS attack, and so on. So when we talk about a general concept, like it's a general concept, but based on the solutions, we keep modifying it and add more layers or more mechanisms. So it is like we need to collect the traffic, pre-process the traffic. We need to calculate some statistical or evaluation parameters based on whatever mechanism we are applying. Then then we calculate the prediction error or the deviation from the actual, whatever the actual traffic expected as the deviation. Like sometime it is too much. So then we can see like, oh, this is not normal, it is abnormal. And then based on the threshold, attack alarm is raised, and then further investigation can be done. And if it is attack, it is declared as the attack. If it is a flash crowd, it is declared as a flash crowd. So again, one new term, flash crowd. What is flash crowd? Anybody know the flash crowd? What is the flash crowd event? So for example, I'll give you an example to very easily understand like what is flash crowd. It is not DDoS attack. DDoS attack means attacker is doing the malicious act to down any website, or and flash crowd is like when it is done in a genuine way. For example, you are watching the FIFA World Cup final match, and if the viewers are more than what is the bandwidth or whatever the resource is available, maybe the streaming is not going perfectly fine. Or maybe in other word, like if, I mean there is a news of like Michael Jackson is died. Everybody want to search on Google actually what happened, why he's died. So then Google search sometime don't give any result because their server is too busy and handling so many requests, because they are not trained to handle those requests actually, because they know that like maybe we'll have the millions of requests in an hour or 2 hours, but at that time it's more than billions or something like that. So this is flash crowd because this is not done by the attacker. Who have done it, it is general, it's a genuine event, but the outcome is same like attack. It looks like, okay, this website is down, or Google is not working, or this FIFA World Cup final streaming website is not working, so maybe this is attack. No, it is not attack. It is because of the very high traffic because of that event. Sudden event maybe like. So that is called flash crowd. So sometimes it is also very important to differentiate whether it is a DDoS attack or it is a flash crowd event. So this is like how we designed this algorithm system. This is like how the different parameters are calculated, and this is the algorithm. Different data set like MIT Lincoln Laboratory data set for the legitimate traffic, and for the DDoS attack we use the CADA data set. And these are some of the results which I think not required to discuss right now. We will discuss if somebody is interested to work in this domain, because there's a huge opportunities in this area. So this is another framework or multi-layer solution we have proposed for handling FRC attack, fraudulent resource consumption attack, which is like attack on cloud pay as you go pricing model. So again, we have given like how to, there is a detection module, there is a network flow analysis module, there is a FRC attack mitigation module. So I think it is quite popular handling FRC attack. And this is like difference between FRC attack and DDoS attack. So at DDoS completely disrupt the services, but FRC is challenge the financial sustainability of the victim. And the attack rate is low in case of FRC attack because they keep trying to avoid the detection, so that if the detection is not done by the research team or the cybersecurity team, they can keep creating more and more financial liabilities or bills to the end user or cloud user. When we talk about the attack duration, it is small in DDoS because they perform and then it is completely disrupt the service. But in terms of FRC, it is attack duration is very large actually, because they keep trying to create more and more bills to the users. And when we talk about how to handle it or detect it, like we have to go for proactive model for the DDoS attack in general. And for FRC, it is reactive because it's very difficult to detect at the beginning. This is the algorithm for this solution. This is like how the detection is done. It is like how the mitigation is done, what are the different steps. And now very important actually idea that very few people around the world are working like economic incentive-based solution actually. As I mentioned, like cyber insurance. Because technological solution always have a risk of like maybe some noble attacks are not detected, or maybe if attacker change their attack strategy and their signatures are not stored in the database, they are not detected. So economic incentive-based solutions are like, we are not actually only rely on the technological solution, we are providing economic incentives for some other trend organizations or the people, they have more resources to make sure like whenever the more traffic comes, you can divert and they can handle that, and some premium will be paid to the another organization, because internet is non-cooperative environment, and without any financial liabilities or without any cooperation, I mean, you cannot get cooperation from other parties. So usually we have 4 options to handle the attacks. Avoid risk, like, okay, we will bear the attacks because we don't have anything to do. Retain risk, like accept, okay, we will accept the losses. Self-protect and mitigation, like we will create our own solution or we will purchase or something like. And 4th option is like transfer the risk. We transfer the risk to the other willing party based on some contract or some financial liabilities or other premium. So 4th option is like cyber insurance. So these are different limitation of technological solutions, like deployment issue, because sometimes some countries have their own local rules and it is difficult to globally deploy your solution. And as I said, like internet does not have any physical boundaries or global deployment is very difficult. So I'll skipping it because I got some alarm. So I mean, like this is more about this economic incentive-based solutions, like how we have developed this solution, and also got, no, I'm still going on because we have some important things to discuss, right? So like cyber security entrepreneurship, as I said, like second part I'll discuss like why it is important, what are the different way actually you can proceed, and because it's very demanding actually. Cyber security is never going, like if you see like ancient time, even 5,000 years ago we are having some lock. Maybe it is like some kind of wooden lock or something, and maybe in future we will have like retina lock or some other way, but we will always have the locking system. So entrepreneurship is very important. This is like how, what are the different requirements. This is like why we should go for cybersecurity entrepreneurship. This is life cycle of cybersecurity entrepreneurship. This is like what are the benefit of going for cybersecurity entrepreneurship. This is cybersecurity entrepreneurship process. Like you have to identify the opportunity, you have to establish a vision, you have to induce others, gather resources, and develop the solution, and keep maintaining, updating. This is different opportunities actually. You can go, I mean, some of the ideas actually, which you can carry for your entrepreneurship plans actually. And this is like, what are the skills a entrepreneur should have. Then this is different challenges. When you are, if you are going for entrepreneurship, you will face several challenges, which is covered in the slides. And these are some of the open research issues and challenges for the future if somebody want to pursue in this domain. And this is like opportunity for higher study abroad. In my center, like we are having several full funded position for masters and PhD program. So for that also I shared the detail to Professor Goel, director of the institute. Maybe I mean like somebody who is interested can join. And this is finally, I would like to conclude my talk, and I mean, thanks a lot for inviting me. And so you are welcome to, if you have any queries, you can ask, please. Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay.
Thank you so much, sir, for your knowledgeable session. मंजिलें मिल ही जाएंगी एक दिन, इसी हौसले से चलने का इरादा किया है. ना हारे हैं ना हारेंगे कभी, पीआईटीएंस ने खुद से ये वादा किया है. ICIMMI 2022 inaugural function ceremony of today is the result of untiring efforts of all. May I now request Dr. Anil Kumar, Organizing Chair, ICIMMI 2022, to deliver a vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. All right. So you've been listening very patiently, and that is very much, appreciable that you are listening whatever the sir has delivered, J.C. Bansal sir has delivered, and Brij Bhushan sir has delivered. I think out of you, I think 4 or 5 or 10 people have understood that what they've been talking about, right? Might be. And this is all about the presentation that they have given, and out of you only 5 or 10 are getting the same point they've been discussing. It is okay with that, right? So nobody is going to understand 100% that they can get it, that this is what he is delivering, right? So today I am feeling honored and privileged to have been allowed to extend the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. On the behalf of Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I would like to thank 350 papers contributed by the 500 plus authors in ICIMMI 2022. And we all in the streams of research and science and technology. I would like to extend my regards towards our chief guest, Dr. Brij Bhushan Gupta, and from Asian University, Taiwan, and Dr. J.C. Bansal from South Asian University, and Dr. Pooja Jain, Dr. Tapan Jain sir from IIT Nagpur, and not for Dr. Dinesh Goel sir as our Director, Principal and Conference Chair of ICIMMI, and Mr. Deepak Mode sir as an head, and not even all the faculty members, all the technical coordinators. I would like to thank all of them, those who have maintained the decorum throughout the session. And one not all about the audience. Thanks to all of you. You have listened so patiently, right? And the lunchtime for the main thing, that the lunchtime for the first year and the 5th semester is in the mass is 12:30 to 1. Those who are doing this. And after 1 o'clock, the classes will resume with same as that. It is as per your timetable. Thank you all. Thanks you. Thanks to everyone.
Yes, students, you listen. Please wait next 3 minutes here till your chief guest and guest of the honor and respected guest proceed from here. Okay? You wait next 3 minutes.